Hi everyone. This video is being made for both my AC and my DC classes. Um, this video is about converting quantities. So in DC, this would be relevant because you are going to be converting things like microamps to milliamps, stuff like that. And in AC, this is relevant because we're talking about converting radians to degrees, degrees to radians. And I don't want you guys to see those as separate concepts. Conversions pretty much always work the same. And so I just wanted to convert a few things and show you a simple way to do it. And hopefully it's a way that sticks in your mind that you won't forget. So in order to do a conversion of any quantity to another type of quantity, you first need to know um, how the two quantities relate. So let's start with liters and cups. So uh, 1 liter is equal to 4.22 cups. Okay, so let's say that, let's see, let me think here. Let's say that I have 5.8 cups of water, and I want to know how many liters that is going to equal. So here's how I do it. I say, okay, I have 5.8 cups, and I need to multiply that by uh, however many liters there are in a cup. So check this out. So there is 1 liter uh, for every 4.22 cups. All right. So I've just taken 5.8 cups and multiplied it by this ratio here, which shows how many cups there are in a liter. So you'll notice that the top quantity here is cups and the bottom quantity here is cups. So when I multiply these two, um, then you'll notice that the units cups goes away. And then we'll end up with only liters over here. So let's do that. So 5.8 times, and then I'll use parentheses here. So 1 liter per every 4.22 cups. And that is going to be 1.37 liters. Okay, let's do another one. So now we will convert feet to miles. So in order to do that, we need to know how miles and feet are related to each other. So I'm going to say 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. Okay. And let's say that I have 10,000 feet and I want to convert 10,000 feet into miles. Well, I take 10,000 feet and then I multiply it by the ratio that shows how many miles there are to a certain number of feet. So I'm going to say, all right, 1 mile for every 5,280 feet. And that is going to, at the end of the day, the feet are going to cancel out and we're going to be left with miles. So I'll write miles over here. So let's do that. So 10,000 feet times 1 mile for every 5,280 feet. And that is going to be 1.89 miles. Okay. So here's one for the DC folks. So let's convert microvolts to millivolts. So how do those two relate? Well, 1 millivolt is equal to 1,000 microvolts. So that's how the two quantities relate. So let's take 5,280 microvolts and we'll multiply it by 1 millivolt for every 1,000 microvolts. Okay, so you'll notice that the quantity that I want to end up with is always in the numerator here. And I'm going to write that over here like that. So these two will cancel out. Those units will cancel out and we'll be left with millivolts. So let's see. So we got 5,280 microvolts, and that's going to be multiplied by 1 millivolt per every 1,000 microvolts, and that is going to be 5.28 millivolts. And for the AC folks, let's do one. So this time I want to convert degrees into radians. So how do those two relate to each other? Well, there is 2 pi radians for every 360 degrees. So let's say that I have 1,020 degrees and I want to convert that to radians. So I would say there are pi radians for every 180 degrees. And you'll notice that the degrees are going to cancel out. And at the end, we're just going to be left with radians here. And let's do that. So we got 1,020 degrees times, where's my pi button here? It's been a little while. Where the heck is it? It's probably right in front of my face. There it is. Times pi divided by 180 degrees. And that is giving me 17.8 radians. 17.8 radians. So you can use this little trick when converting any type of quantities to another type of quantity. It's a handy trick, and I just wanted to do this because the book doesn't really tell you how all of these different conversion functions are actually related to the same concept. And I wanted to kind of relate that concept so that you can use this anywhere. So for the AC folks, this is going to relate to one of those sections of the homework that deals with radians and degrees conversion. And for the DC folks, this is going to relate to those metric conversions that I assigned. So hopefully you guys find this useful, and I will see you all on Tuesday on Zoom.